Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Grumpy Vlogger at you. And oh my goodness, right here, this is like a whole yard full of wildlife. There's 2 bunny rabbits, squirrels, and a bunch of birds out in that yard. That's just, I don't know. They must have just mowed, and of course all the critters are out picking up the mowings. But anyways, let me adjust this just a little bit. So anyways, I want to give a shout out today while I'm thinking about it. You know, everybody's, we got primaries coming up tomorrow and the following Tuesday, either all across the United States. And we have a gentleman, he's running for the State House. And his name is George Fout. And he's been representing my district for a long time. Or it seems like a long time. And he stopped by my house to visit tonight, doing his campaigning, and I told him I'd give him a shout out on it. And the reason I'm doing it, I don't endorse people, usually, and I don't, but this guy, and he doesn't do it anymore because, phone things have gotten different. People get a little aggravated when people call, and, we've got these fundraisers and all this other political silliness that just, people have just ruined it. But this gentleman, as long as he's been in office, he used to, all the constituents in his precinct or his district, he would call them on their birthday. He had a list of our birthdays, and he'd get our phone number, and he'd call us on our birthdays. And first time I got a robocall, well, I thought it was a robocall. He left a message on my answering machine. I thought, well, that was nice, Well, the next year he did it again. He actually did it for a couple of years, and it just so happens I didn't even look at the call. I picked up the phone and said hello, and I thought, this is George Fout, and I'm calling you to wish you a happy birthday. And I'm thinking, well, that's a nice recording, And I said, well, thank you. And he says, so Lloyd, how are you doing? And I just like, oh, wait a minute, you're not a recording. He says, no. And he had taken the time of his evening, his time, and he had called me to wish me a happy birthday on my birthday. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I remembered his name. And I remembered him when I voted for him. And he took the time to ask, if there's anything I wanted to discuss with him. I had brought up a couple of items. And he represents my values. He's a conservative like I am. And he's done pretty good by our district as far as I'm concerned. And I told him I'd give him a shout out. So here's a shout out to you, Mr. Fout. It was nice talking with you this evening, and I told you I'd give you a shout out. I told him that I was the Grumpy Vlogger and how to find me on YouTube, and I said I'd give him a shout out. It'd probably go out tomorrow, but because I honestly didn't think I was going to be out tonight, and I told him this is what I do. I get in my vehicle and I drive around and I bellyache and gripe about the world. And I've just been, my daily gripe, what is it today? I don't know that I have one, other than the fact that there has just become so much ridiculous silliness in the news lately. So much hatred is going out, so much, I've said this before, we need to start remembering that we're all we got, and start treating each other with some respect and some consideration in stuff. So I'm running up here to I've talked about it before, Charlie's Chicken. I'm running up here to get some it's Monday night, so it's fish night for Mama Vlogger, so I'm getting Judy her fish. And anyways, I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Fout and tell him that I think he's doing a good job. I voted for him, and I'll vote for him again. And should he ever run for Congress or Senate, U.S., I'd vote for him then too. Should he run for governor, I'd definitely vote for him. So, because I voted for him last time I think he ran. But anyways, here's to you. This is the Grumpy Vlogger. Remember, subscribe, check out my videos, and follow the cards that I pop up there on the top. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Y'all have a good day. Be kind to each other. And I'm the Grumpy Vlogger. Bye-bye for now. Okay, folks, this is the Grumpy Vlogger back at you again. And I got the sun shining right in my eyes. sorry about that. Like I said, I'm the grumpy vlogger, and I may have to edit part of this out. The sun's right in my eyes, and it will be for the foreseeable few minutes. I stopped off and got Mama Vlogger some chicken from Charlie's. I got her some catfish. I got myself the chicken. And, you know, these young people, I know it's getting late in the evening. It's a little late to be going in there, but it's still only, well, like 7:15, 7:30, something like that. And she acted like she was ready to go home. I'm sure she had a long, hard day, you know. But they just don't, usually the gals there are pretty upbeat and everything. This gal just like, she could have cared less whether she waited on me or not. And I find it kind of offensive when young people do that. I think, you know, I mean, nobody likes to work. I mean, it's just one of the facts of life. You know, I'm retired and retired early. I would still be working if I had my druthers. But, you know, when you have multiple sclerosis, you don't get a lot to say about it. Okay? But, anyways, I'm kind of in the shade for a little bit. She, you know, she's in her late teens, early 20s, and she could have just really cared less whether she waited on me or not. Now, if she treats every customer like that, and every customer decides for once, we're going to quit going to Charlie's place because he hires people that don't care about how they treat their customers, well, then he's going to start losing money. Guess who's going to lose their job? That young lady. And then what's she going to do? I guess she could do like a lot of people do, sit around and draw unemployment. You know, I mean, unemployment's there for when you need it, but if you use that as your mainstay, that's how I make a living, is getting employed long enough to draw unemployment again. That's just not the way it should be. But anyways, I digress. I just was a little offended that she couldn't bother to, and I understand everybody has a bad day, but I think she's waited on me before. I'm pretty sure she has, and she's, you know, usually just like, I mean, finally I said, well, do I have to get my own cups because I paid for the drink? And I reached across the counter and got my own cups. Because she said, oh yeah, I'm sorry, after she just rang it up, you know. And anyways, that's my daily gripe. Young people not appreciating the fact that they've got a job, and two, understanding that when they worked in a customer-based job, that the customer should be treated with respect, or they'll quit coming back and you'll be unemployed. It'll be just like it is at McDonald's. You'll be replaced by a kiosk. Anyways, Grumpy Vlogger, subscribe, check out my channels. You know the routine. Be nice, be safe, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye for now.